right, so Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This is an off-the-cuff summary, but Tom Cruise, aka Ethan Hunt, that was something we said repeatedly on that last review that we did, or the first review we did, that they're just synonymous.
They're the same
Whether
thing.
you say Tom Cruise or Ethan Hunt, it's the same person.
They should just start calling him Tom Cruise in the movie.
Exactly. He has to destroy the Entity, which is this all-powerful AI that is threatening to annihilate the world, and him and his team have to access its original code, which is sunk in a submarine in the bottom of the ocean in the Arctic.
Yeah, it is.
And then they've got to do all sorts of other stuff to trap this AI in some sort of little digital box.
Yeah, they do. And they have little names for all the digital boxes and things they have. And
They sure do.
yeah.
But mostly this movie is just exactly what we've come to expect from the Mission Impossible franchise. Yeah. It is incredible action set pieces. But Andy, I'll throw it to you. Initial thoughts on Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Fantastic. It's probably too long. It's an over-bloated plot. It's convoluted, but I don't want to just repeat myself from Dead Reckoning Part 1, but does it matter? To me, it doesn't, because I sit there in that IMAX theater with you and I'm just blown away. 30 years into these Mission Impossible movies, years of Cruise developing this persona of, I am just this overly excited about everything crazy guy who will risk life and limb literally to entertain you, and it still works. And it worked completely on me this entire movie.
Andy, I'm going to have to ask for a little leeway here, because I'm going to say some things I wasn't expecting to say on this podcast, to be honest with you. Early on in the movie, I was like, oh no. They've lost it. They've lost the grip on the steering wheel of this franchise a little bit, and it is exactly what we said. It's become more and more of this Tom Cruise. What can I do? What crazy stuff? We know that they build the movie around the stunts.
Yeah.
And to fill in plot later. And I was like, they've gotten so focused on the what can we do, they've lost sight of how do we get you there, and. And I was like, I've just got a lot of problems with this movie.
Sure.
But I'm sitting there and they were piling up. And I was going, is this movie, is it overly sentimental about the rest of the franchise?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, it is. Is it just chock full of bad dialogue that's designed for either trailer audio snippets or motivational posters?
Absolutely.
Yes, it is. Is it a just narcissistic Cruise promotional vehicle with how many times they say, it's only you. You're the only person who can do it. You're the only person the world can trust.
Absolutely.
Yes. Is it Fast and the Furious level of descent into the unrealistic?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it over-the-top dramatic about the absurd impossibility of these scenarios?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't disagree with anything you said.
And yet, Andy,
Yeah.
you get to these amazing action set pieces, and you're right. It doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter.
That the other parts I actually was worried they were actively bad, and by the time we're in this submarine doing this mission, I go, this is some of the greatest filmmaking I've ever seen, and I cannot believe that I'm going to walk out of here and be like, that was magic.
Yeah.
As much as all that other stuff I
there's
thought was bad.
a ton of flaws with this movie, and it's just irrelevant. I've been a movie fan my entire life. I'm going to be 45 years old in a couple weeks in June. I don't know how they made this movie.
Yeah.
And I have spent my life, my adult life especially, reading about movies. We've talked about it before. When DVDs were the thing, I watched every behind-the-scenes documentary on every DVD I ever bought. I have watched 3-hour documentaries on making of movies. I don't know how they made this movie. It's unbelievable. The budget, I sent you a text a couple months ago at some point. It's like, the rumored budget for this movie is $400 million. You could have told me it was $400 billion. I do not know how they made this movie.
It is unbelievable.
It's unreal.
So I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff we had to say, but because we're doing this off the cuff, I'm going to go ahead and put the spoiler warning right here.
Yeah.
Again, it's hard to spoil Mission Impossible movies.
It really
as far as,
the trailer spoils Mission Impossible.
But I also don't want to go into detail about some of the coolest parts, and just people need to watch and experience it. I definitely recommend IMAX.
Oh my gosh.
See this on the biggest screen you can.
Oh my gosh.
It's fun to see with a crowd of people. This movie did get the closing credits applause.
It did.
In our theater.
It did.
Very appropriate.
I was very happy about that.
But yeah, I want to give the spoiler warning so that as we get into talking about some of these things, I just feel conscience free that I'm not worried about.